been a long road. It's been a long road, but we finally made it. And by that, I mean Morbius is coming out tomorrow.
Thank God.
Yeah.
We can all enjoy
He's here.
Morbius.
I feel like, the country's been holding its breath since Morbius was announced up until, now, because it's like we've had the rug pulled a bunch of times by the pandemic, by wars, by everything. Morbius has been delayed. The premiere was delayed. And even though people told me it was coming out today, I didn't really believe it until I saw it,
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems impossible that we could have anything in frickin' 2022, anything as good as a Morbius premiere actually happening.
Did you guys know that I actually heard that there has been a truce all over Ukraine so everyone can watch Morbius?
Everyone is watching Morbius on Pirate Bay.
Yeah,
it's like the Christmas truce.
Christmas Day in the trenches. Yeah, everyone's watching. He's the living vampire. He's a living vampire, and he's going to take down the bat. That's all I know.
He's absolutely taking down the bat. Goodbye, Batman.
I don't see how Batman survives against Morbius because it's like what's Batman's main advantage on crooks? It's that he's a bat. He has the powers of a bat, and that he can come from the dark and do all the things that a bat does. Well, what happens when a guy is more of a bat than him?
Yeah.
Morbius not only has the powers of a bat, he's friends with several actual bats.
Yeah. He's got no chance.
Yeah.
And I just think it's good that we got a blockbuster franchise in Morbius. I mean, this is only Morbius 1. There's going to be plenty more Morbs to come. It's going to be Morb. It's year after year. We're going from Morb to Morb here. But I think it's just good that, Hollywood has a new franchise that doesn't depend on some actor that's like problematic or canceled. And Jared Leto is just a good solid guy who's never done anything wrong, never will do anything wrong, never been canceled, never will be canceled. It's Morb. He's here to stay, folks.
Yep.
He's here to stay.
He's like Robert Downey Jr. He's gold-plated certified. We're going to have him for years to come, morbing it up, morbing it out.
You know what? Like, you take how twisted Morbius himself is, and it's actually the inverse to how Jared Leto is in real life.
Yeah. And
that makes him able to play Morbius for probably the next 50 years.
Right. And that honestly speaks to what a great actor he is, that he's able to somehow conjure this dark, twisted, living vampire out of a life that is so thoroughgoingly wholesome.
Yeah. I mean, I just got to say, for the first time since, probably like end of February 2020, I feel like everything's back to normal and we actually have something to look forward to again.
Yep.
It's been a long winter.
Yep.
But
we beat COVID. We're now rewarded for all of our sacrifices by now entering into the Morbius era.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll talk about because it's like this is like the end of history.
Yeah.
I mean, what's good news for Morbius is bad news for Chapo Trap House. It's true, but just respect to Jared and the hundreds of young women who congregate around him to just imbibe the lessons of Morbius, the living vampire. They're doing great. He's doing great. But there's still some juice to wring out. I mean, Morbius, it hasn't come out yet. This is our
there's still
society hasn't been.
Take some time.
It's going to take a little
bit of time for Morbius to flow through the culture and
we've got to marinate,
complete the shift that we're all feeling, the vibe shift, as it were.
We've got to marinate on Morbius. We've got to marinate on Morbius. But before, look, we got to give society a chance to catch up to that. But before we're fully morbed out, there's still a few pressing matters.